The One Eye Flashback premiere.
Lovely to see you, lovely. And we're back here on yet another anime adventure here in central London. I have been invited to the premiere of Detective Conan One Eye Flashback. You may remember last year we also did the premiere for last year's movie, $1 Million Pentagon. Really fun movie there. And Synopsis Asia have invited me back because they were apparently impressed with my work. So they said to me, come and meet them at this hotel. So let's see what this hotel is going to look like. Update, I've found the hotel where this premiere is going to be held, and I must say it's a lot more upmarket than I think what we're used to having our anime events held in. I mean, I'm expecting to go in there to be in a foyer and Mr. Moji from the Street Life of Zack and Cody to be in there to tell them stop weebing in my foyer. Feels like Mr. Mosby's going to come in any moment.
No running in my lobby.
Right, we've gone and signed in and we're in the lobby. So this is what we got. So we got one of this is for a free drink. It'll be Coke for me because I got work in the morning and I'm responsible. And we got a nice postcard like we did last year with the 3 main characters for this one. I'm really excited because I do like him a lot, and he is more of a comic relief, so I'm actually happy he's pretty much getting a movie to himself. I know Bourbon's here. I know Bourbon's going to be in this film, but I heard he plays a lesser role. I think he's there to help the sales. Actually, this actually did better than $1 Million Pentagon, and it didn't get released in France, or at least in France yet, so it hasn't got like France's box office. There's only one side, but that's a really nice poster. As I need to find some room for some of these posters, and this is the English version of the poster because I was sent this as part in for the website, and yeah, it's just really nice. And I notice now Detective Conan is going to go by the name Detective Conan pretty much everywhere. We're not going to be using case closed, so that's going to be confusing to some people. Well, that's really awesome. So I've been told there's going to be some activities going on in the lobby. But I know some of you are going to be sitting there saying, hey, yeah, I really want to see this Conan movie, but Conan is over 1,000 episodes. I think there's like 5 animes that have more episodes than Conan. But I do know Conan has a lot. But the good people on Netflix actually have helped you out. They have recently released Conan versus the Black Organization. And I'll explain to you why this is a really good one. So Conan versus the Black Organization is a brand new way to watch Detective Conan. Detective Conan currently has over 1,000 episodes, which you can actually watch all of them on Crunchyroll, subtitled. There is a few Detective Conan dubs. There's kind of 2 main ones. There's the Funimation dub, I think goes up to about episode 127. And I think there's been a more recent dub that starts from episode 980 and sort of ends in the 1000s. But both of these are extremely hard to find and are neither unfortunately officially available. But Conan vs. the Black Organization is a brand new dub, which takes key plot episodes from Detective Conan and adapts them. This does feel like a tribute to the original Case Closed dub. That was of course the original name for Detective Conan, because there was a whole thing with Conan O'Brien apparently. All the character names are now what the Japanese character names, and there is different voice acting. And I believe there's actually a few people from the Funimation cast that do make a return. Most of the episodes actually pick up just after where the Case Closed dub ends, and it goes further and further in key episodes that features the Black Organization, which is of course the main villain group in Detective Conan. I really do enjoy Detective Conan, but unfortunately I do not have the time to watch 1,000 episodes. It would also be a hard time looking up online which episodes are the really important ones. So it's really cool that they've done this. It's currently available on both Netflix and Crunchyroll. And of course the other way to watch Detective Conan here in the UK is of course at the cinema with the release of One Eye Flashback will be out on the 26th of September in UK cinema. I put the link down below to the website. There is quite a lot of cinemas showing it. Please do make sure to support this because Cine Asia has put a lot of work into getting this, and the more numbers we get up, the more likely they are to get more Conan films in the future. Well, anyway, now back to the case. So this event had 2 mystery murder games, the first being an interactive one. There were these files spotted around the events and each one had a case in it. Certain words would be highlighted or circled, as you can see, meaning that these were key to the case somehow. Also spotted around the event were special actors who you could talk to and would tell you things about this case.
It was a cool girl. I told the police everything. I didn't see anyone suspicious that day. And I mean, they just changed their lock to a very expensive one.
This is where I actually got some help from 3 other content creators who are all really lovely and you must check out. That being Ginta, Grimsabr and Oniraneo. Sorry if I mispronounced any of your guys' names. It was really lovely meeting the 3 of you and I hope I get to run into you at other events in the future. The prize for winning this game was actually a second go at the second murder game. Now on to the second mystery game. This one's very simple. We had all the characters from the movie set out and how everybody is related to each other. And the idea is we had to figure out from 6 people who did the crime.
So let's go and figure this case out. We have suspects. I think they're sussy and they're sussy.
So there were 6 people to choose from. I used some of my I've watched a load of Detective Conan logic and always say it's the person who looks really sussy and is in the background somewhere. At the end of the movie they were going to get all the votes for the people who were correct and they would be in a prize draw to win a Detective Conan watch. This was really fun because it gave extra stakes to the movie and I was like the whole way through, oh, am I going to get the right person? There was also some free food and I was given a voucher for a free drink.
Cheers.
Soon after this it was time to head into the cinema.
This is the cinema. At the front and be like, yeah, Conan. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we got some sweets. And oh, what's in here? Oh, I think we got a loyalty card. That's nice. And we got a flyer for the movie. Oh, and we got a flyer. We also got a flyer for the movie. Turned out this was popcorn and it was really nice.
Thank you all for coming to the premiere of Detective Conan One Eye Flashback. We are very delighted that we can bring another Detective Conan film to the UK and Ireland. First, great thanks to TMS for entrusting the film to us. It's not easy in spite of the recent enemy fever here. Okay, so a little bit song before the film, and this time they have some clues within the film so you can follow, and then maybe you will find out who's the murderer from the very beginning. Enjoy!
Turned out one of my votes was right and I got the right person who did the crime. So it was time for the prize draw for all the correct entries and I actually got 2 cosplayers to go and do this and I must say I loved the cosplayer of the murderer. It's so funny. If you have seen Detective Conan you're going to get this, it's really funny.
Yes! 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 Best character! Best character!
Sadly I didn't win, but I must say I was really happy when the murder suspect actually did end up winning because that costume alone probably did deserve an award. Also one of my new content creator friends also won and considering those 3 really did help me solve the mystery, they probably deserve to win something.
It was the murderer!
It's fair. I don't think she can see anything.
See you next year, hopefully. So yeah, that was a fun movie. It was actually a good one. Definitely recommend it to any Conan fans. And actually, probably a good one to jump into if you want to try out Conan and maybe try out some of the characters that may show up a little bit later on into the run. So they called me over to do some press stuff. And let's hope, unlike the press stuff I did for Demon Slayer, it actually appears online at some point.
Oh, sorry. I'm just really enjoying this popcorn they gave me at the event. These are like tiny bags, but the popcorn is like a god tier. I just wish they made full-size bags of this sort of stuff.
So what are my overall opinions on One Eye Flashback? As a, I guess, casual Detective Conan fan, probably also thanks to the recent Conan versus the Black Organization, it has got me a lot more into it. It was actually a really enjoyable time. As I said, I haven't watched all 1,000 episodes of Conan. I think I got up to something like 50 on my original run. I have watched a few of the movies, but the cool thing is that Kogoro is essentially the main character of this movie, and that is a character you are introduced to right at the start of Conan. And he actually always has been one of my favorites, even though he is generally very inconfident, and the joke normally being he always gets in the way of the case being solved. I do actually like the episodes where he normally has to solve the case either by himself or it's a personal case, and Conan's like, I can't actually step in. And this felt like the movie version of that plot. So essentially, Kagoro's ex-peace partner is killed and he has to go out and solve the crime. He ends up going to Nagato Prefecture, where we do actually meet up with 3 characters who have previously appeared in the series. I hadn't actually watched any of the episodes with these 3 in, so I went into really blind, but I thought all 3 of them were really... My understanding outside, I think, a brief appearance, I think, in something like movie 13. This is the first time these characters have had a focus in a movie, which was nice to see because I was getting a bit worried that every year was either going to be a Bourbon movie or Kaito Kid movie. Understanding as those 2 characters are really popular, and Bourbon does still appear in this movie, but his role is quite small. I think he's in it enough just to keep the hardcore fans, and understandably probably they just want him on the posters because they know he's going to sell more. I'm not going to go into the case too much. I'm going to put a review on the website that will be, have more spoilers, animeuk.co.uk. It should be up in the next day or so if you're watching this when this video goes live. I will say the movie does Nagano, that is the area this one is set. It's right near Mount Fuji and it's set around wintertime, so everything's snowy. The animation on it is actually really, really gorgeous. And there is a end set piece. Because it's a Detective Conan movie, there's always going to be some wild end set piece. As I said, I really did enjoy Kogoro actually getting a main character role. And I'm looking forward to next year's movie because apparently Ram is going to be the main character, which is a really cool thing to see. And of course, the year after that's going to be movie 30. So I'm guessing they're going to probably do something huge. I'm guessing probably it's going to be Kaito Kid anniversary. Anyway, don't forget, Detective Conan One Eye Flashback is in cinemas in the UK September 26th, thanks to Cine Asia UK. Please, please, please do go and see this, because the more people who go, the more likely we're going to get more Conan films in the future, because Japan needs to see that we like Conan. And as I said, with Demon Slayer doing so well, I think this is a fantastic time for a franchise like Conan to grow. And it'd be great just to be able to get more. It'd be great just to be able to get more anime franchises. I'd love to even see stuff like maybe in the future other big series that don't normally get releases over here. Stuff like maybe Shin-chan get a release, because I saw the last year's Shin-chan movie on the plane to Japan last year, and it was a really good film. And there definitely is a space for these sort of films in UK cinema. Anyway, we've been Anime in UK. Don't forget, we take a British look in the world of anime. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button.